Good morning. This one is part 2 for our podcast today, 30th of April 2022. My name is Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonian Governing Council, aka Sense Pass King. On our own countryman. We go straight for continuation for place we leave them. For as we don't hear her part 1, he don't explain them.
And ADF never one day give order, make person attack a brother. So maybe they give order for the IG group. Nobody say all diasporans. Nobody all diasporans. So any person we give with positive advice, we feel lead we for we independence. We go to work with you.
So most of the advice or the public statement we the Ambazonia and the FB aware of where did it come up for the IG, especially for Chris Ano. It don't always be enough for deny unity. It don't always be enough for ask and say me then go fight against ADF. It don't always be enough blackmail. What are na ADF for Marianta and Chris Ano? Na the same Sakotu na ISS personally. If you don't come out lie about attacks for inside Kugwe, we try to set up ADF for lie say ADF then key over 60 people them. A complete lie, a complete misinformation for deceive our people. What are the one for Seseko and Yerima? No be just about lack of competence from Yerima, but we don't also see say for their town hall, a propaganda machine where they use them for SCBC. It is spent 24 hours for lie about ADF, give misinformation, deceive people, say ADF to work with La Republic for political gains. It even try to lead people, the media rise up against Amazonian fighter them unjustly, as we see them. So now the problem that would get them, the ADF on the parts, it don't always call for collaboration. The ADF, it don't always work with the other forces them for other group. We will never ever call them, say me to mango kill them, as we don't hear from testimony from Park 1.
And if ADF they give this kind of order, say me with the fight. If ADF be agree for the kill one another, we for that far. We know we all where we fight for ground if we don't finish. If fine say ARF, they don't begin see what way they pass. They don't begin see them. We now see how we don't unite ADF and ARF under the spirit for godliness. Where they inside we don't be able for release. We soldiers them for the Republic their hand. Now first in history. And these two soldiers will release them. We soldiers then will release them from the Republic in hand. We don't hear how we commanders then they appreciate our unity. ARF leaders, commanders, they appreciate because if person they give we wrong advice, I know check say be ready. For lead women will go buya. I not be sure. So when we start to realize their mistakes, maybe we point them directly because not be all the diasporas they're bad. Even the ARF leaders, where they're there for diaspora, not be all them they're bad. No, if I talk saying all them they're bad, then I lie. So any person will give good advice. We feel lead we go buya, we take them. And I know if doc say make comes them for RF, me they abandon their political leaders. Unless now that one where they give bad advice. Yes. Since we start this fight, I know I never one day hear ADF say me they go attack some man. No one day. So may we check with sense, all we. Then know the kind diasporas them we get for the challenger. Maybe we too would follow diplomatic approach them as how they come from outside. Then know who way they really fight with us.
So as we are here, as Park 1 they talk about the problem, no be all man for IG bad, no be all their leaders and bad. We don't work with many, even for inside Bui. Some of those people, the way they be affiliated with the with the IG, they support for Ground Zero. I mean, cash, they help. Even the one the way they be controversial, would still manage to find way to work with them because at the end of the day, we are condemned to work together because we are fighting a common enemy. Now the right thing for do, now the patriotic thing for do. But make we not begin the bundle all man for one group because it go help na La Republic if we do am so. As La Republic be desperate for redefine our court, our conduct, and for blackmail us and for cause confusion and make we not be make collaboration it not be possible. Grandpa for Bali, we all know say he get person for leader for diaspora. A leader for diaspora na Babila Tita. We dey for ye like your own person we na he the year for ye. Na he the tell it in way he do am. So we know all the people them way then dey for diaspora where they worry. Babila Tita, he be under Sako. He decide to come out with Sako for under Sako and move the group for Grandpa Bali under Sako, the buffaloes of Batibo of Bali on out of Sako, because according to he, the people them for Sako then try for help Cameroon military for set up Grandpa Bali me then kill he and some of his soldiers them. Babila Tita he testify how they be talking me then go pick weapon there for some place. They want go for the way Cameroon military they be wait them for day. So now why that way then withdraw from Sako. They never tell we what are then they for Chris Anu or Marianta, but which way grandparent talk na say he no want anything for do with this leadership them for diaspora. But Migi no say he get leader for diaspora. We no say no fit deny say no one Babila Tita. So we need to identify the problem them very well and to advise our people them how for function with effectively within these challenges. The problem for infighting now a problem of IG and a problem for ARF. Now only IG leader them they don't talk from diaspora, and IG commander for ground zero they don't talk for blackmail ADF and for go try for fight against ADF. ADF in over reciprocate. So we need to be very very clear about this one for our people them. Make La Republic not manipulate them again. Another general he talk. General from the former Bui warriors group where they don't separate, then decide say they go still be they call themselves ARF and then be in collaboration with we for inside Bui. And they talk about no other group but the ARF under General Mad Dog, where then they na member for the Bui Unity Warrior Platform. The Bui Unity Warrior Platform na a unity between the ARF and ADF Bui Brigade for inside the great state of Bui. Me gonna hear from ye.
Yeah, Parker number one, we are placed there. So we don't talk some talk for house. I see I'm say if I may reply you, clarify you, make up and some people them too. Be there know. Let's where would they? Yes. Now me general big voucher for we. They talk. So I be very happy for the way where you don't come up. You know, I like when some person be open, like how where you be open, so when they ask question. So we for Bui, the Amba Restoration Forces, where would they for Bui? We not pay allegiance to no man for diaspora. Yes, we be it Chris Ano, be it Sisiko, or be it Mariata or Chris or Sako. Yes. So that noise where that diaspora them they make them or media them. It no make no sense because they no even get even if they talk say no soldier, no day for Bui where now they are soldier. Yes. So we don't decide say more quite one common enemy when La Republic. Yes, but we acknowledge the fact say ADF no we don't ever get problem since we be start. Yes, and we know if talk say me ADF, may they forget about their own group. How we don't forget about we own. So if you get your power where they treat you fine, you get for the member here. If you get your power when they ever care about you, tell me where you will remember about that power. So I think that way I want to make a maybe clear.
So now here for General Voucher, the ARF they abandoned their political leadership completely. We don't hear for Grandpa Bali. It make certain declaration. We don't know how depth it be, but for the one for Bui, we don't get them multiple times as General Voucher don't talk. We don't hear for your own voice. they now abandon their political leadership, then be independent. Now, why that way then be in partnership with the ADF for inside the Bui Unity Warrior. They don't make them clear. They no one get anything to do with their leadership we did for diaspora. Wara na Seseko, wara na Marianta and Chris Anu, or wara na Yerima, or wara na Sako. They don't make them be crystal clear. And they don't also acknowledge the ADF, their political leadership, you know, get problem. So there is no need for ADF for begin to make unnecessary statement about diaspora as a whole.
We acknowledge the fact that ADF no be don't ever get problem since we be start. Yes, and when we talk say ADF, may they forget about their own group. How we don't forget about we own. So if you get your power where they treat you fine, you get for the member here. If you get it.
So we're not here for your own mob. So General Vulture, he go further for explain the reason why you know see no need for bikini talk say they are under IG. Me gonna hear.
See no need where I got the talk. I got the call some man say the man na my leader. The man na my leader. We don't know whether I the do na wait. I the survive na how. Yes. If I talk say the IG, you don't ever buy one gun so one gun. Give them for me. Say me I take them. Begin protect myself with them. I the lie una. Yes. So when I go to talk say would they now for which IG? The IG them they do now waiting. For me that IG them now IG for disorder. Yes. You don't make them now so I believe say that thing where some people them they talk say it be wrong for form government. Then where would they fight war? I don't see I'm now say it be a bad thing because see thing where they now so see the kind of division where they for diaspora and for ground. Yes. When I look up. So when it they so it need to find way to because people they are picking them they die. They die and some people them they abuse it for the make their politics. They get money. So now that kind of thing them so they vex we. Yes. That kind of thing them so they vex we. So now say me all we focus now say we'll do now how before we unite. Be as one people. Because we not they fight for one nation. The man day for your own agenda, the man day for your own. The man they point finger for you. They leave enemy. You see them, the man they accuse the man they accuse the man. Now which kind of fight where would they fight? Tell me how we will find that so even diplomatically we'll ever succeed. Tell me no. They talk say they fight diplomatically. They don't know say if they unite for fight that diplomatically, it will be easy for them to fight. So more no they talk like say some place birthday will be perfect. All where we want them now say may all man may they unite be as one. Yes. May they unite be as one.
So my country people will not hear from the general itself for the ARF for inside Bui. The Bui ARF they don't deserve a cut off with the IG completely. Then be independent, then be on their own. But we know see some people there for diaspora where they see help them and they're supposed to continue to help them. The fact that some of the leader them when they get the IG, they don't take them now for begin make their business, for begin scam people them, they pay their rents and for do all those things. You know mean I say now all group them for diaspora as soon as they hear our own so that they testify of the contribution where they give them for ADF, how they come back for them in terms of weapons. When they hear every day, when I never hear one day ADF soldier they don't talk. ADF soldier then the way they don't come out for ADF official then the way they don't come out for diaspora. You get Eugene Ufoka, you get even Tapang Ivor, you get many of them. None of them they never stand for testify for give any wrong report for any bad thing with the ADF and the Ambazonia Governing Council and Dr. Chuayaba they do them. Most of the fighters they don't fight for two different groups them. They don't fight with we for many groups and none of them never come back can collaborate these lies where they make them against ADF. We know say this lie they do them for political leadership because if you look for the IG, most of them they not get no portfolio apart from say they will hide now for Siseko back or they will hide for some group back. None of them never form any group. They need to recruit they try not just to take political advantage, because at the end of the day, what do they have to offer? So if they no blackmail for bring other group down, which USA they go. But the message should be clear. We need to come together, the political leadership and the ground zero leadership. If any person where they make a me, work, me will know say that person it is spoil the struggle, me will not blame all man. From the beginning, now the IG it reject collaboration. It want for talk say him na EB government as our first land talk. Now that one will be the big problem where they claim exclusive power for government, saying not only there must be, no man no must be. If you no join them, they will kill you, and all those manipulation will not be necessary. Even if the IG be talks to the being a government, they need to worry people them. No man for the worry them. For the cause we any problem. The problem na did the idea for go begin criticize the deny say other people they no get right for talk. When person talk, they go come talk say they must kill you, you work na for la republic because they honor them. Now those things they don't cause we problem. It don't make a more struggle. It don't be held back for long.
The negative people them for diaspora, they know they die. But the cause now we will die. I'll be very happy when the system will come together. I'll be very happy. If I will be power at the vex, sometimes if I don't cause trouble too. Sometimes if I don't cause trouble. Me particularly, the way to wear pass for inside. For church, I within so their hand. Now people where they know. I be don't get now only few hours where they eliminate me before Major General Hassan. You can't intervene. And anything will happen. So like Pa, I take and say, well, when you get picking them, strong head picking get for B. Some picking day where when you Pa, you talk, it takes to shoot you. That's why I be taken. I continue that fight. But they still try now for say me all people them, me all fight as they come together. Me will fight. Nobody know there for ground zero where all pass me for this struggle. For say me the whole gone fight for liberate Ambazonia. No one, the entire Ambazonia. Because this fight, it be start from 1995, when they formed the Southern Cameroons Youth League. When Comrade Ebenezer Mbombo Derek Akwanga, Naibi the chairman for the SCYL, and Comrade Lucas Cho Ayaba, EBB Secretary General.
So
for that day,
we're not here, and our people they need to know and say knowledge is power. Ground zero they talk. Sometimes they suppress our people for ground zero. They need to give out their opinion, but it be very important make they know the truth, and not only the truth shall set us free. Make una shun and reject any man with his own job now for blackmail the ADF and for stop collaboration. You need the hell we need to take we go before. Now the ARF for diaspora, now they don't feel we no be the diaspora as a whole. And not be even the ARF or the IG as a whole. Because you get people the inside too with them be very good. The ADF you never feel we they don't supply for their soldier, they never ever send the media attack another soldier. Make we put aside all blackmail and we face reality about our challenges and we unite ourselves to fight a common enemy. From today, any man who will hear it bring this lie about ADF, may gonna run far from ye and may gonna reject them right from the ground as we see them how they come. I go take guna for part 3 as I go stop this one because of lack of time for go into audios in the mindset of those people them for the diaspora where they under the IG when them be behind some of these forces them for here may gonna hear our exchange with them. Some of those exchanges then go back for months ago, but it be important may gonna hear as part of this campaign.